Mike,
Jay,
Ross.
leave a message. Record. And this is what, episode 9?
episode 9.
nine.
Yeah, 8.
8 was last week. Because
No,
7 is
episode
out.
No, it's
Oh,
episode
7's
9.
out.
You're right.
Yeah, 7 is out. 8 is still in editing. Well, I haven't edited. And 9 is, well, right
Now.
Live in studio, David Letterman studio. Alright, so there was a shit show coming here to our studio here. Me and
There,
Ross were.
I posted. I said podcast soon.
Great. Me and Ross,
Now I'm hip.
he's doing some socials right now. Me and Ross got pretty screwed by the CCC handling their.
I mean, at least you got to stay on the subway.
I got lucky. Someone got injured. Me and Ross were like kind of like 5-10 minutes apart.
How do I add more?
Dude, stop. Me and Ross were, someone got injured on the track or something, and then they closed a bunch of stations. Ross had to go to the shuttle, and we'll go to a story. I got out, I was gonna get the shuttle bus, but it fixed itself, at least on my station, and I was okay. I was only just, inconvenienced by maybe 10 minutes, but you've been through some shit today?
I mean, I left this morning at 9:30.
Oh, I left at 10:15.
Yeah.
I left at 10.
And that's the thing is, if I didn't, if there was no subway stop, we would have just been waiting for you, because you were behind me.
I would have came at noon-ish, yeah.
Because
Dude, come in.
So there's the big gap, and then the gap was essentially just downtown. So the shuttle buses are going for downtown, and literally on there, on the bus. So the guy says, we're getting off here. I think it was like I'm gonna stop here if anyone wants to get off and walk to Young. It's just a block away. So we got off and walked there, and they say they're not letting anyone in, even though service had resumed. And then walked past all the way to Bay. They were also not letting anyone in, so I had to walk all the way to St. George. It was nice because it was like a giant, just a giant congregation of people walking all the way there instead.
It must have been like a parade, not a parade, but
Like a march.
it was supposed to be for something.
Like a peace movement.
It was pretty funny, and then, when I got to St. George, it wasn't even busy there, which was surprising. But I got here eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything against the TDC. This is really the only way they can handle it.
Wait, why did they not let people go inside stations?
Because Young was apparently where it was happening, or between Young and Bay was apparently where the injury happened.
Mm-hmm.
So there was still, they couldn't let people on the trains or something. I don't know. But they just wouldn't let us in. Which is weird.
Oh, yeah. I was it's okay. I was at, around the area, but I think I got lucky. It was just were we past? No, I was at the same station as him. He got on the shuttle and he tried to move along. I got back on the train. We just went, we passed Young. So the tracks were fine, which. I guess they don't have much of a choice. We don't know the whole story, but just the way they handle shuttle buses is kind of shitty.
It would be nice if they had dedicated shuttle buses just in the back with people on reserve to go as shuttle buses, because they switch out the buses that are already in already going through
They interrupt
people who are already working just shift into a shuttle bus, but I feel like they should just have a certain group of buses that go between stations on the same line. So it'll be split by a quarter of the stations. And then it'll be, the line 2 shuttle between 2 stations just in case. I don't know. Just as an alternative.
For me, yeah, sure. The wait for the buses it's pretty frustrating. Especially today, 30 Celsius. It's like a roast in there. It's terrible.
It was hot.
And there's no directions. You could direct a couple people from like stations nearby just to run the lines because it was a mess in there. If it wasn't for civilized society, someone could have been ran over because it was so full there. People going up the escalators were running out of room.
I mean, you say civilized society, but when we were it was just like a giant pack of people around the buses. A bus came and these two people got in a fight trying to get on.
Really?
Yeah, there was yelling and.
It's pretty fucking ghetto. Man, I didn't expect that. Like people
Fighting to get on. Damn.
and like, if you're in a, I know Canada is not that populated, but when you're in a line, keep up. Like there's like if you can't help it, fine. But there was like a couple 20-year-olds like me like that I had to cut across because they weren't moving. Like
Jeez.
it's a line. We're
Yeah.
all here to go somewhere. Move. Don't get in my way. I don't want to cut you, but I gotta move.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is get some more people to like work, like talk to the people because there was no communication.
Right.
We kind of all just try to figure everything out ourselves. Like follow the crowd. Yeah.
Hectic.
Mhm.
Real hectic, man. Hey, but at least we're here. And we're alive.
And I have work.
And at least you're getting paid.
I love it when you talk to me, my cash machine.
Man, there's some starving kids in Africa who could have ate that bus. But
Fuck you. That's fuck. That's fuck. What the fuck?
yeah. Okay, so
Stupid.
what's the?
Stupid.
I didn't say anything the whole podcast.
Well,
I had to
you
say
didn't
something.
face delays.
I did not. I thought I was going to be late. I'll be honest with you. I thought because I woke up at 9:12,
Mhm.
and the bus was going to come at 9:30. But then luckily there's one that was at 10. Luckily my bus stop is right there in front of my house, so I'm chill.
Mhm.
It's fine for me.
Yeah. The one
Brampton Transit doesn't have any delays because
does not be. not
Brampton
much
Transit is great.
People drive. Is that why?
There's no, one in
I'm just
Brampton.
joking. Brampton Transit's shit, but it's okay.
Yeah. It's a whole other story. When next time you run into some shit, we'll let you rant about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next on the as you
Itinerary?
said, the docket?
The World Cup is going on.
Yeah, started a couple days ago in Russia, and started Russia completely destroying. Take a piece. I meant take a piece. Completely destroying Saudi Arabia. I checked. Like my dad was like, "Oh, Russia took on a very shit team," but I don't know. I don't know like about Russia or Saudi Arabia, though. But like permanent, like world record wise, like. Over the years, at least official FIFA ratings, they're very close. They're like number 67 and number 70. Very mediocre, but very close teams. Other than that, it seems like all the greatest teams, like all the contenders, the people that the teams are, they'll probably win. Spain has a chance, Germany, France, Brazil, these big boys, they're not doing so well. They're losing games or they're like getting in stalemates that they shouldn't.
Is there women's FIFA?
Yeah,
Is that a
it's
thing?
2019. I don't know where I don't know where it is, but it's 2019.
It's a lot better.
Like better players?
No, because the women's team, like the women's players, aren't pussies and won't trip and,
Okay.
and act all the time.
So better players?
Not necessarily better.
They
like
play harder.
they're just
Yeah, doesn't that make a better player?
they're more dedicated
Not
to actually
emphatically-
playing like a proper game and not trying to win by any means.
Mhm.
They're real athletes. They
Mm.
don't limp and whine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had watched the Switzerland and Brazil one,
That was depressing.
and I was rooting for Switzerland because I thought it was
Yeah, I like all these Nordic countries because
and
they haven't like it's pretty amazing that they're here because they have no land like especially like Iceland. They built indoor tents to develop their soccer program because they don't have fields.
They don't? Oh, is it?
It's
'cause
either I think it was Iceland because they're permanently frozen, pretty much.
Iceland. Is in the
isn't
name.
Greenland the frozen one?
It might be Greenland,
Iceland's
but
the
one of the
clear one.
one of those really cold countries. They have a they're really trying to develop a decent football program.
Does Alaska have a soccer team?
That's
the U.S.
state. Sorry,
and they
No.
didn't get in.
continue.
And I watched the Mexico Germany. Was it? That was fun.
I think so.
I feel bad for Germany because it wasn't like
There was
Mexico
so
did
many-
well, but they won kind of by a fluke because
Yeah.
there were so many shots that were so close to getting in, or just I don't know. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, and the
They weren't
Iran
trying.
Morocco match was pretty it was really sad for Morocco because I think I'm calling the right game, but Morocco got an own goal and it was like it was like as if the Morocco defender wanted to get an own goal. Like the header. You should have seen the highlights. It's that.
I think it's Iran
Yeah.
or another country. Their goalie is 53.
That's impressive.
53.
Might be Egypt.
That makes sense.
It's like my
Something like
dad's
that.
age. Goddamn.
That's older than my parents.
What?
Really?
My dad's 50. My mom's 49.
I guess my dad's a little late.
My parents had me when they were like 26, 27. So I know they're telling me like,
Oh,
"Come on,
right,
we were
yeah.
waiting, man. You're getting up there." Anyways, yeah, like all the greatest teams are not possession wise, stat wise, and passes efficiency wise. Like if you just look at the stats, without the goals, all the greatest teams are doing well, but they're just not winning games. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But right now, it's pretty interesting because this is not precedented. Yeah, I heard myself like pronounce it wrong. And who said, you were the one that said, are people watching FIFA?
Yeah, are they watching like they did before, like in that time, in the Brazil one? Remember when I was in Brazil? I'm gonna go change that.
Yeah.
2000
It's the biggest sport in the world, or championship in the world. More people watch it than any other championship sport.
Yeah, it's the greatest sport in the world, essentially.
But like, are they still watching as much as?
Yep.
Like, are the views going down? Or are they going up?
Always going up.
That's interesting.
I think they're steady.
I mean, yeah. But it's like, it's also fun to watch because soccer is a really interesting sport in that it's a lot of low intensity moments. But then once like if a goal happens, there's always the possibility of 0-0 games. It's really common.
I guess that answers my other question that I put, which was if, like, how the majority audience, I feel like the majority audience is like older people, not our generation, but the one before maybe.
No, well, the younger generation is still. It's like a family thing. It's not like an old sport. World Cup. You can check the viewership, but it's like if you're big in big onto soccer, which a lot of countries are, like they care more about that sport than anything else. Then as a family, you grow up, liking a certain team and following them.
So
And then
it's
rooting
gonna
for
stay
your
for
country.
a while.
Yeah, it's
Longer
going to
than
be
any
the
other sport.
greatest sport for the time being, yeah.
But
Because-
and it's probably gonna also change mediums, right? Can't be always airing on TV.
Until TV.
I mean, live
dies, but
events, it's hard to move past, pre-established networks.
The shift is just
They could
going to be the
stream.
streaming, in the future, let's say 15, 20 years, streaming proprietors like Netflix, whatever, Hulu, Amazon are just going to, own the rights to stream the live event, live
YouTube
events
TV.
live. Yep.
Probably YouTube TV. I don't see Netflix streaming soccer games anytime soon. Hopefully not.
If YouTube
No.
TVs become successful, I don't know if people are
I
actually.
think it'll do fine. I don't know if it'll do well. Because it's such a weird thing to push television for kids that do not care about live television.
I don't think it's for that, though. I think
Are they
it's
trying to get
the
a new
idea is
audience?
like imagine a family where the kids are always watching YouTube,
This YouTube.
and only the parents are watching the TV.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they're like, just get it in one package for a ton cheaper.
Okay.
You don't have to get a cable thing, and then the kids and the parents can watch on the same devices. I don't know. I think it's smart enough.
Smart.
Oh,
I agree.
I
can
thought
see
you were
that.
saying like it could get some more market share, like get the parents, like the 40-year-olds and the slightly older people to get into it.
I'm doing it based off of the idea that YouTube is just going to partner with a giant network and feature their TV shows there, so that like the parents are incentivized to use that platform.
Okay, yeah. Somebody mentioned, a family will support the same team. I'd rather let my kid find their own team. I don't want to be that dad. I don't want those pictures where the kids will cry with their dads.
Yeah.
Their dads are like holding them.
Yeah.
It's for the dad is the one that's like,
Yeah.
unless it's like passed on generations. The dad is the one that's getting all the glory and the joy. The kid's just doing it for the dad.
It's like the concept of, when you have kids. Like, for example, I was born into a religion, right? I wasn't able to choose by myself.
Sports are like religions. Yeah, cool.
In a way,
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all I was trying to say. It's just it's interesting to see the similarities between the two. I guess would you do the same? I mean, would religion even be a thing?
I mean, the difference is you don't root for Jesus.
Huh?
You don't root for Jesus. That's just like it's like my perception of religion. It's compared to sports. It's more of an everyday task compared to an exciting event. I like the idea of families can root for the same team. Like I'm like during the World Cup.
The Jesus team.
The Jesus team.
Jesus
During the World
Christ
Cup,
is
I'm big on soccer, but the World Cup is just a fun thing to watch. And it's a big event, and if Italy, I'll root for Italy.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Canada ever gets in, I'll root for Canada.
Well, I was gonna say what was your team? Italy? Is Italy?
No, they're not in this year.
Really? That's surprising. I was expecting
Yeah.
Italy to be in.
They're usually in, but no, I don't know who I'm gonna root for. Switzerland.
Yeah, I do want to. I want to see what the Nordic countries do, but I think I'm gonna focus on a contender. Right now, I'm looking at Spain because they have great pieces. They're really good. They have really good role players, and way back when, before Germany was dominating, I think I got on the Germany bandwagon right before they blew up and killed Brazil 4 years ago.
Blew up and killed Brazil.
Yeah, you're thinking World War II memes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't get on the Germany bandwagon because everybody's on it. Entire Chinese population's on the Germany bandwagon. It's like the what's it called? Golden State Warriors.
Is China in this year?
No, it's a meme. It's been a meme for a decade. We never get in. We have a lot. I think the soccer program in China is they put money in it, but the players just suck.
Japan is surprisingly good.
Japan and Korea are always at least in the tournament.
The coolest thing about Japan is their entire World Cup team is made up of professional players within Japan.
That's
so
cool.
Proper professional level groups. I thought that was cool.
That's actual okay, you play pro in Japan, and you're gonna play for Japan. It's all very
Makes sense.
Yeah.
just.
And it's surprising when you compare their population to others.
Yeah.
And how they're let's say compared to China, and China's not getting in, but they are.
Statistically, just you're bound to have a lot of great people in a huge population. It only makes sense, right?
It
But
could
that's not
just
true.
be they don't.
China and
they just need to get
India
on that.
and who's the third? Mexico,
Mexico's in.
population-wise.
Oh.
I'm just saying the greatest people doesn't come from the greatest
large
population.
amount.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah.
It probably has something to do with opportunities and education
Yeah,
and quality and
course.
stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and pro sports and live television wise, I'm sure none of us watched the KSI and whoever that other
Lollipop?
guy is. There was a
Some fight.
weigh-in thing yesterday or something, but KSI is already he already fought someone another British YouTuber, and they got 25 million views. I think concurrent view. I don't know if it was live viewers. That'd be crazy. But they have
Wait,
numbers.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about YouTubers fighting YouTube
YouTube
events.
boxing.
that their numbers are now rivaling professional sport numbers. Like they're getting bigger numbers in like the NBA, not the NBA finals, but like they're contending. Their numbers, their viewership is contending professional sports.
Wasn't that Ninja guy?
Yeah, his viewership is amazing. Dr. Disrespect was
Almost as
doing-
much as like
Ninja was the
Super Bowl or
highest.
some
Yeah.
shit?
Before him was Dr. Disrespect. Sorry.
I was just saying, like, wasn't it like his view count was as almost as it was
Yeah.
like matching Super Bowl numbers?
So
It's crazy.
it makes sense that these like the next big, I guess, boxing matches, KSI, Logan Paul, and their brothers essentially, because they're both siblings with siblings and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, can you can you,
You don't
please
know?
elaborate? Are these YouTubers fighting each other?
Yeah, but they're trained. They will train to actually fight
Okay.
each other in a
haven't-
amateur boxing.
I haven't
match.
heard of this at all.
And then they televise. They already had one. KSI had a boxing match.
Did he win?
Yeah.
With
They know what they're
Logan
doing.
Paul,
KSI
right?
knows what he's doing because he did a post match commentary on himself. Because KSI trained for like a year or two. Like it wasn't like a joke.
Right.
It was
That's
actually like technically more like taken seriously than like the McGregor match because McGregor was like doing wrestling moves on the dude.
Oh, right.
At least they were like boxing, you know.
Right. I wonder what this means for the future of YouTube. Is this
Yeah,
new?
or
is this
sports, like
or
because
sports,
these
yeah.
YouTube kids can get professional
professional numbers? Like,
professional sport numbers. So is that going to be a problem? Or are they going to be taken in
Yeah.
by
Oh,
some
man.
organization?
They
Imagine.
could
I think
just
that's
be
when it-
separated,
Hmm.
like esports.
Yeah, that guy.
Like
I guess.
esports is doing absolutely fantastic,
Mhm.
but it's not like they're taking people away from sports. It's just a different industry. It could be done as like a, I don't know, like
It could be a league.
in basketball when they do like the dunking championship.
Slam dunk championship.
Yeah, like it could be that type of thing where it's just always separated, as just like the fun outliers.
But the potential for like some sort of like trainer to like be like, you got the chops, kid. Let me train you.
See
No,
if you
but-
can actually go pro. Or
Yeah.
But I think the appeal
that's gonna
isn't
happen.
that they can go pro. The appeal is that they're already YouTubers. Like you're taking
They have fans.
personalities.
It's kind of like fantasy
yeah.
coming true.
Mhm.
Like I
Like
don't,
a-
I
like
know,
a
I don't
what
think if anybody has fantasized about boxing, two YouTubers boxing.
No,
Yeah.
but it's like why if
Yeah,
you're really
but-
into that YouTuber, why wouldn't I watch it?
Yeah, it's just cool shit, fun time. They also host like these British kids. They host charity soccer matches that happened a couple days ago.
Do you think
That
this will
didn't do
be-
as well, but it was
Yeah.
still a big enough deal online.
Do
Sorry?
you think this will be the next like prank video type thing, phenomenon, like the whole like a trend, the next trend
Like live events
for these like
and
fuckboy
athletes.
YouTubers to do?
It's better than pranks, and it's a group
Fun to
thing.
watch, yeah.
And they also do charities and stuff. So I don't think it's the worst thing.
No, but I'm
not
asking,
gonna
like, do you
But
think
you're,
it'll be a
you're
trend?
saying it's gonna. Yeah, I think that's.
It's
the
not going to
trend.
be done. It's not going to be like an every YouTuber from 10,000 subscribers to 2 million subscribers is going to do it, because I feel like the production value has to be high for people to take it seriously.
They're all-
Otherwise, it's like just any other episode of Cow Chop or something.
Or
They're all
they
pretty
could those like low end
established.
YouTubers. They could
They're
have
like
like yeah, go ahead.
YouTubers wise, they're like, or social media, but there's some Viners in there who
Mhm.
switch to YouTube. They're like A list to B list, maybe some C list YouTubers. So they'll have like hundreds of thousands of subs. Like they
Right.
have to be pre established, just like Ross said. It's not like anybody's gonna do it
Right.
or get invited.
Also, it costs a lot.
And
Yeah.
if these like level 2
Yeah.
fuckboy YouTubers want to get in onto this trend, I think they would do something like, you know how now they're doing like those kids are doing like Boss Baby, don't call Boss Baby at 3
Oh,
a.m.
God.
It's something like that, like I fought Boss Baby, I fought the Hulk, and then the thumbnail with the maybe, who knows, I don't know.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Like it could be really fake shit. Like it could be
Yeah.
really unprofessional, but still.
Oh
get
yeah, you're
views
saying unorganized, low effort,
Yeah.
cash grab bull. Yeah,
that
that's gonna
people
happen.
will actually watch.
that's gonna happen.
somehow. Yeah.
That's,
What's the next? On the-
World's a changing.
Movie reviewing and stuff.
Critics.
I
Goddamn critics, man!
I
I,
kinda-
swear, I swear, these critics are getting to me. I'm just gosh darn tired of these
You ain't got
critics
the answers. You ain't got
like
the answers, Sway.
critiquing in
I've
this
been
manner.
doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You
You
ain't
know?
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answers.
I was on,
You ain't got the
Bro,
answers.
I'm asking
You ain't been doing
Roger
the
Ebert.
education.
Bro,
Ebert,
You ain't been
Mr.
doing the
Ebert's,
education.
rest in peace, Mr. Ebert's website. He has different critics. The website is different, hosts different critics that come by and do a review, and the reviews. I don't want to get my hands dirty. Sorry. The
You want me to
reviews.
hand you one?
I gotta type.
Okay. You want me to hand you one?
No. Yeah, the reviews here are bonkers. They give a 4 to 3 billboards. They give a 4 to Solo. Like, just mindless, like, incredible.
I always
Unbelievable
sort of
ratings.
gave Roger Ebert a pass because their rating system is silly.
Out of 4, yeah.
That means 2 is a failing grade or it's just passing.
Yeah, it's barely watchable.
So then 3 is good and then 4 is perfect.
Yeah.
You have that giant gap of 70% to 100%.
Yeah.
Or
How did,
75 to 100.
how did it work for Ebert himself? Because that's what he did, right? That's his four-star system.
I don't know. I think that's just that's kind of how he got his name, is that he just had that different type of rating
2
system.
thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, I think people cared more about his opinion rather than.
I mean,
The
I
ratings.
guess he was he wrote good reviews.
He's a good writer. I liked his reviews. I actually enjoyed reading the reviews. I don't read reviews no more.
Mhm. How does he like?
It's just like as if he's writing a book.
Okay.
You know, very I was sitting in the theater and
Mhm.
you know,
Okay.
it takes you on a trip. It's
Like
cool.
a blog. Kind
So
of.
he didn't
That's-
review the
you're
film.
sitting
He
on
told his experience.
Exactly. No. He shares the films, he critiques the film as he's talking about what his experience watching the
Mhm.
film,
I-
which is great. You don't see people doing that.
I read somewhere that he prefers to review by subjective opinion, or he's trying to recommend people movies through trying to guess what kind of demographic likes what kind of movie. Like if you were a Western, if you like watching Westerns, he would want to critique in the perspective of someone who likes to watch Westerns. Like he's like,
Oh, review
It's on
for
his
the
website.
demographic.
yeah.
If it's a kids film, he's not gonna do a well-spoken review
Right.
or extreme critiquing. It's gonna be, will a child find this enjoyable?
I guess yeah. Instead of being technical about it, I think that was the main thing on the website, on the Roger Ebert website, or a quote or something.
I mean, if they're
From
still
Ebert.
doing that, I guess some of the reviews make sense, but
Are they still doing that?
I just skimmed on the Roger Ebert
I think all
website
critics are
stuff.
Mm.
idiots. Not idiots.
His jaw fell off. Did you see the documentary?
Lockjaw.
Kodak.
Kodak.
Did you see the documentary, Life
Not
Itself?
yet. Not yet. I thought you got cancer.
It's something, yeah. But when you see him in the documentary,
Yeah.
whole jaw,
Probably throat
like-
cancer. Right
probably.
here. Mouth cancer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw his pictures. Whoa, what the hell happened? In 06.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
It's quite sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Oh, I think we've come to a point where movie critiquing is less about, or any reviewing for any medium now is less about actually informing people, and more just about supporting films.
Yeah.
where like
Supporting films
like
in what way?
like the best example is like with the gaming industry, so many reviewers are paid to give them good reviews or paid to give them like a minimum of 7, let's say. So companies like IGN and GameSpot are notorious for that because they just get paid off to, they've given out 10 out of 10s for everything that's come out, and the same can be done for movies. So like we've come to a point where even if critic is writing an honest review, I can never trust it. And if they're giving a proper rating, you can always just be like, well, if like you can notice when it's happening, like if everyone gives, let's say, or certain reviewers give Solo 10 out of 10, like that's, even if you're writing an honest review, that's just not true. There's no way, like, because there are issues with the film or any other film, let's say Three Billboards too. But you can't really trust it if half the system is broken.
And you're
Right.
throwing 10s. At least throw 9s. Throw 9, but like, spice it up.
Also, the big
Yeah.
issue that I find is that
Like if you're gonna be
Hold-
fake about it, like
Try a little bit.
people
Yeah.
hold critics to such higher standards than anyone else's opinion, when in fact it's just someone who can write well, and not necessarily, it's not necessarily that they have a knowledge of the film industry, or how films should be made, or just to understand.
They're just professional fans, technically.
pretty
Basically,
much.
Their fans are getting paid.
Hopefully we get paid for being fans. Or we'll do something with our lives, I guess.
I was thinking of writing a paper on that, doing like like film reviewing as something with
Industry.
it's something that has a bottom floor, like a a worse type of film,
Yeah.
but no ceiling. So like movies can always get better, but you can rate them depending on how bad they are. So you can give 2 separate movies a 10 out of 10, but one can be better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, because filmmaking is so complex.
Yeah, and even just the idea of judging what's good and bad.
There's I think there's a like Ross said, there's a bottom scale. You can tell if something's terrible. The audio's terrible, the CG's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Like
But
the production itself.
When it's really
is-
good, you can't tell you can't really put a finger on what's better than
Better,
what
exactly.
when they're both really good.
Yeah.
Because like there's also just like stuff you can't rate or value in a certain way, like emotion, or technically you could say even visual design, because at some point it's just like that just becomes art in a sense.
Yeah, like unless we're like fully versed in architecture, because it makes sense, right? Architecture, fashion.
Well, production design
Painting.
you can rate just depending on the film. Like, does it adhere to the? Let's say it's a period piece.
Period.
Does it adhere to the period properly?
Yeah, but we're not historians, so like we're not.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying you can like
Yeah,
that,
you can get
that
different
can
people
be-
to do different things.
That can be objectively rated.
Yeah, you can handle most of like the critiquing to a lot of different professionals in different fields, but not all of them can review. Like, there's very little people that can objectively watch over everything, critique everything.
I
Maybe
just-
the solution to this was just for people to just not take critique so seriously, maybe.
Or, this is far fetched, just have a couple of reviewers that are decent in some fields and have them review the same movie together and then have a final score.
But even then, you can't really. It's
I
not
think
like you're
it'll-
going to change the industry. The industry makes so much money off
Right
reviewers.
now, yeah, they'll still get paid. Like, oh, architecture's 10 out of 10. Set design's 10 out of 10. Best makeup, 10 out of 10.
But that's very costly.
Hmm.
That means like 10 separate writers instead of one. And so many companies.
Yeah,
like,
it's not possible for them to put in that much effort.
the reviewing companies, they make so much money off of just doing reviews, off of viewership, and a lot of people trust that. So a large company, let's say 3 big reviewers, let's say New York Times, Chicago Times, and Roger Ebert review the same film and all say it's terrible, regardless of how good it is. That's a big chunk of people not going to see it in
Have you
theaters.
seen that? Was it Coen Brothers? That movie with Mr. Mark, not Mark Wahlberg. Is it Mark Wahlberg? No, not Mark Wahlberg. Dude from Mr. Ripley. Talented Mr. Ripley. And
Dustin Hoffman.
no, the amnesia movie with the like the super spy that has amnesia. Just several
Amnesia?
sequels.
Johnny English.
Fuck. I'm sorry. Matt Damon. I don't even know what I was what I started talking about.
Suburbicon?
Yeah, Suburbicon.
That wasn't directed by the Coen brothers.
But
It was a story written by the Coen brothers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then George Clooney picked it up and he directed it.
Damn,
Have you
yo.
seen it yet? You said it might have been good.
No,
I've
I
seen
didn't
it.
see it. He saw it.
I've seen
Because
it,
it
yo.
has terrible reviews, and you were like down in the reviews.
I just like the trailer, but
It's a fun trailer.
I like to be hopeful for movies.
The redhead, what's her name? She's a good actress. What's her name? Do you know? The
Yeah,
red-
I know the face. I don't
redhead.
know. I don't know the name.
She's so hot.
Dude,
Holy.
what does that have to do? I thought you were
Holy.
gonna like tell us if it was a decent movie.
Oh, yeah, it's alright. But yo, she
What-
is just.
They had like how
Holy.
bad? Like they had like 30% reviews. Like they had really
Yeah,
terrible.
no, it
reviews.
wasn't.
It was alright. It was just.
It was okay.
It was okay. Exactly.
More like a 60 than a 30, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't give it a 30.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that bad.
It was so lowly reviewed. Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Maybe people were
Maybe because it's
offended.
just so much not like every other film, but not in a good way either. Not in a like, oh, it's so unique. Wow, it's like so unique. It's bland. You know?
Okay. So it's like it's not like let's say in terms of story structure, it's not like a common story structure, but it doesn't make it good. Like it's innovated, but it's not.
It's just so Coen Brothers. It's just
But it wasn't even them.
I know.
It's not done
but
well.
Still,
I kind of feel like that for Hell Caesar, to be honest.
and you ever watch a series, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Silence?
No.
Oh yeah, you
No.
should.
Watch
I
it.
know.
Watch
will.
it.
I still need to finish season 1 and season 2 of Westworld. Well, season 2 just came out, so
I'm like midway through season 1.
yeah,
And
me
it's
too.
not good. I really want to get.
I
What
stopped
is it?
at, like,
Movie Central Go that
episode-
has HBO.
I just pirated.
No,
Did
but
you
I-
watch,
I just want it on my
Atlanta?
phone.
Did you finish Atlanta?
Well, I thought it
The
wrapped.
season.
I thought it wrapped when Ern got his shit kicked. I thought that was the last episode.
No.
Oh,
There's a
it
couple
just
more,
seems like
I
a
think.
last episode
It
cliffhanger.
just seems so much like it. I totally agree, but it's not.
Because he's like at his lowest point. What is
Yeah.
gonna happen? Okay, I'll finish it. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Yeah.
You should
Do
watch
you,
it.
Did you like the ending? Was it ambiguous or
It's cool.
did it end on a high note? Not really. Can't be.
Not that high, but like it was like a, what's gonna happen?
Oh, okay. All right. We'll
Like
see.
not a cliffhanger either, though. It was just like they put themselves in a risky situation,
Mhm.
and now we're waiting for the next season.
Oh, okay. Like a pretty standard cliffhanger.
Yeah, pretty much. What's her name? God damn.
Was she
Julie
in Star Wars too?
No, no.
Julia Moore.
Julian Moore?
Perfect.
I think it was Julian Moore.
I think so.
Yeah,
Julian
yeah,
Moore.
she was in what's it called? That God damn it! Yeah. John Don. Don John.
Oh, no, that's
Don
not what I was
John.
I was
John
saying
Don.
She's great. She's like
the oh shit. The
I started doing like the like not like low effort mind movements like about a year ago. I was like I can't remember any names anymore, and I
Because you're getting old. You're
don't
40.
think I am.
yeah, you old ass.
I thought it was
Yeah.
getting dumb.
I see white hairs.
Okay. What were you?
The British spy movie, but not James Bond, the funny one.
Oh, Johnny English.
Johnny English.
No, newer one.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Cowboys.
Cowboy Bebop.
There was in the newest one.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Julian. Oh yeah, Julian Moore was in there.
Still Alice.
Yeah.
Kingsman, the
Kingsman,
golden
there we
circle. Oh man, how are we alive?
Young and we alive.
Yeah, she was the villain in
She
the
was
second
the-
one.
Hey, I didn't watch the second one.
Okay, she's
I will
playing
sue
in the
you.
second one.
Oh,
No.
I was gonna totally spoil it
Oh no, don't.
because I thought the ending was really like.
Just, I don't even remember it. Don't say anything.
I remember pretty much.
This guy's married to her. What the hell? Look at him. I could do way better.
Just
What
off
is
the
this
dude's face.
shit? What is this? Girl, you could do way better. What are you doing?
How can you tell?
What do you mean, how can you tell? Look at him.
He looks like a nice guy.
Fuck this guy. What's your name?
Bart.
Fuck you, Bart.
Fucking
Fucking Bart.
It's pretty Jewish.
Bart No Simpson.
Or is that German? Frundak.
Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Bart.
I mean, I think the age gap is a little high in your fantasy relationship
What are you
with
talking
Julian
about?
Moore.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said like fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay.
What if he's a really cool guy?
He looks
Who?
cool. He looks
That guy.
chill.
Of course you like him, because he's Jew.
How do you know he's a Jew?
She said.
I don't.
He
I
knows
think
all
he's
the
German.
Jews.
I don't
Wasn't
know.
his last name like Freundlich?
Yeah,
That's
it's
German.
There's German Jews. But
What? Yeah, this German Jews. The fuck?
Yeah, but
Fucking. You and your fake ass glasses.
yeah, so we got problems with these critics, man. We can't.
You got
trust nobody.
fucking beef.
I was watching I was like reading reviews, just browsing reviews of like the coming movies. They're either rated way too high or they're around the 70s. A lot of them, and that's just if you're giving it like a. I like 70s because it can't be too terrible. Don't give me 10s, and most of these movies coming out shouldn't be in the 40s either. 70s I feel safe, but a lot of them are coming out in the like the low like 7.2 out of 10 or whatever.
my favorite example to bring up is
There's nothing for me to learn from these reviews. I can't use these reviews. Yeah.
like this has been happening for so long. Like the best example would be when Shawshank Redemption came out.
It wasn't reviewed.
It did horrible at the box office and it was given terrible reviews. And then now, it's it's considered one of the best movies of all time, which I don't think it's true, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I say it was a good movie.
yeah, it was
I
good.
liked it.
All the performances were great. It was a fun.
Like a
movie.
7. I think it's like a 7 out of 10.
Damn.
I'd still give it like an 8 or 9, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best movie of all time.
Oh.
I don't think you can give a best movie of
You
all
can't.
time.
Just like you can't give best artist. Just like you can't get best painting. Just like you can't give best anything. Because there's always somebody upping the previous.
Speaking of somebody upping the previous, I don't know where we should start, but I don't know. The Carter album was the newest one. It's been years. I was like, yeah, Ross has got to go. He's gonna pack up. I like the Beyonce fandom. I mean, she did one on Coachella, so there's that. But like, it's sizzling out for many years now, and I was never on the Beyonce hype, but it was cool while it lasted.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought like they were getting a little. Even she was getting a little washed up now. But
Yeah.
I was wondering why she was like not really making too much music in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long has it been since Lemonade?
Oh yeah, the Lemonade was it 2016?
I think so.
Oh, nice, and that's not bad.
It's not bad.
How old the Lemonade? I think Lemonade still made a big splash.
Mm.
Let me see, Lemonade.
Oh yeah, it made a huge.
I'm off.
The video
Oh, yeah.
album thing, 2016 April.
See you later, Ross.
Yeah, he's gonna pay his dues. I guess
What do you
yeah.
think
I guess
overall?
I'm not technically right about her being washed up because she's still. I don't think she's on the top
Maybe in
of
a
her game.
few years. Maybe it's
And
the beginning of.
they had a kid,
washing up.
so there's that to take care of. I like the album. I thought it was kind of trying too hard to be mellow, to be cool and laid back. and it feels like at least they're being honest in portraying themselves as parents, as like people that are established,
Yeah,
staying
like,
true to their identity.
Like it was a yeah. I feel like their status right now is like royalty in a way.
And
They're
they
like a
know
royal
it, and
couple.
people know it.
Exactly. Yeah. This album just, I guess, is them just saying, yeah, we are.
We're
Look
here.
at us. We're such a lovely couple.
I do like the Beyonce vocals. You can't go wrong with Beyonce vocals, but I only heard half the album. But
Well,
did you finish it?
yeah.
Does she ever like really put her like soul into anything? Because it was just all like, I'm cool, I'm laid back, I'm a mom, I'm in my 30s, I'm living life, I'm doing well, a lot of this, a lot of this. Is there like a song where she goes really passionate into something, or she
Passion.
pours her heart out for something? Or is it mellow the whole way?
Like, I mean, there's like the first track, Summer. It's weirdly intimate between her and Jay.
They're family.
I know, but like talking about like, come inside me.
Oh, I didn't even catch all that. I
I'm
don't
just
really
sitting
hear the
there in
lyrics.
the bus, like, do I really need this right now, man? 'Cause I felt like I was getting cucked. I
No
thought
one
the
will be
whole
here
song was-
without cum.
Yeah, but like it was weirdly, it was weird. It was a weird like
Really weird.
cuckish feeling.
Jeez.
Ape shit though. That was a pretty good song. It was pretty dope. Like the beat, it was nice.
It's a good song.
Jay-Z's flow though,
Hmm.
pretty generic. But is he doing this on purpose? Because he does it again on another song. On the song called "Nice," which had a really cheesy chorus. What are you doing?
Which one is Don't Hurt Yourself? Oh no, this is Lemonade.
But yeah,
Jay-Z's kind of like, he wasn't bad, but it kind of felt like he was filler.
he was just trying to be like. I think he was trying to be like the reason for him having a generic flow that everyone else sort of has. I think is because to show the young guys that it's like, oh, look at me, I'm like a 50-something,
He's like 40 something.
40-something rapper, and I can do your flow. You know, it's more like, hey, I can do you better than you do you.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I was wondering why Beyonce was biting on the trap sound, the triple, it's called triplets.
Triplets, shit, yeah.
Because I thought that was making its way out. I mean, it's about time.
It's about time. Speaking of Beyonce biting, the track "Heard About Us" sounded like a SZA ripoff.
There was instances of like
vibe
some of
and
these songs were biting on
The whole vibe and the flow of that song sounded so like SZA.
We're gonna get sued.
Oh, great.
Get what you ask for.
Yeah. I think I was.
Like
I
you didn't
finished
even
this.
like skip through it a bit more. Like when the beat comes in, like maybe in the middle.
Dad, kiddingly, you're not
Wait,
supposed to.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like a beat. Sort
I'll
of.
probably mute some of that because copyright. But yeah, it's very SZA. But like,
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know if they know they're making way out, like making their way towards retirement. I don't mean that in a bad way. They've been dominating for years. But I think they're playing catch up now because, frankly, they're kind of out of the loop.
I think Magna
That's why they're
Carta,
biting on this and that, and
I think
trap.
Magna Carta was when Jay-Z was trying to catch on.
Oh yeah. Jay-Z's
That was like
been catching on.
Yeah. No, but like 444, he sounded so his own. It was like good. I feel like rebranding, I guess, in a way.
Yeah,
444 again, like underrated. I'm telling you, it's underrated. Like that was, every time I think about it, like
yeah. I only
It's good
seen a couple
rebrand.
of tracks, and I knew it was good shit.
yeah.
High effort, original.
This one though, as you said, yeah, it does sound like I don't know. They're trying to catch
I don't
up.
want to say lazy, but it's a cool
It's
project.
just like
I
Yeah.
think it's a couple years late. I think if they
Couple
put
years?
it out in like 2015,
Or 16.
it's more timely. 16, you don't want to bite on a wave of lemonade, so maybe winter's no. Like, it's a little late. I think it's a little late if they threw this out a couple years ago. It might make a bigger wave
And I
because it's so saturated, oversaturated right now.
And I feel like some tracks, like the combo between the chemistry between Beyonce and Jay-Z didn't really work. Just in terms of sonics. Like it just like for example 713 sounds cool,
Yeah.
right? Like the beat sounds cool because it's like sounds like an old school beat but with like some 808s in the back.
Yeah,
Which
they
is cool.
borrowed
Jay-Z
who?
sounds cool on it. Great. But then Beyonce's auto-tune shit that appeared for like a second sounded really weird and it was really cringy to me. And just overall, Beyonce on that thing, although Jay-Z sounded cool, Beyonce on that specific track didn't sound like she fit in that well
Yeah.
to me.
Who produces? I heard Pharrell in some of these. You think Pharrell worked on this? Definitely.
Probably.
He was singing in some of these tracks. I don't remember which one.
I didn't look at the credits.
The credits?
The producer credits and all that stuff.
Oh, I didn't notice.
No, I mean, they don't have it here. They have it
Yeah.
on Tidal, which I really respect. Like,
The
they
producer
have...
credits?
Yeah, like everything.
Oh, you mean
production
like
credits,
in the
like specific songs
yeah?
would have credits. Like they would have like like sometimes, most of the times they would have who mixed it, who's the audio
Yeah,
engineer.
you think
who
that
produced
makes
it.
sense, right? You think
Of course, yeah.
put that in.
Yeah.
It's not just about the singers or performers. It's a lot of people. At least have the producer in there, if not anybody else.
Want to move on to J-Rock?
I mean, what's your consensus?
It's alright.
This album, like a 7. I'm thinking
Yeah, I wasn't really
7.
feeling it that
It's
much.
not as bad as it can. I don't feel like it's worse than 7.
Especially
but
after
it's-
coming from 444 to this.
It's kind of
It's
let
a
down.
7. Yeah, honestly. Because it doesn't sound too unique or like as cool as 444 was.
It was I think it's trying too hard to be cool.
Exactly.
To the point that it's kind of
Old
low
people
energy.
trying to be cool. Stop.
It's low energy.
Yeah.
I think they're cool. I think the video is pretty good, pretty nice.
I haven't seen the
Good
videos.
artistic direction.
I like the cover. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Mona Lisa in the back.
the cover work is fine. Like the thing about I don't know if we want to go over this. Mona Lisa wasn't that a big deal. Wasn't that big of a deal until like 200 years ago.
What? The painting?
The painting, it wasn't that big of a deal to begin with. When Da Vinci first put it out,
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the what's it called? Not modern art, but I think we talked about this in class, in this classroom actually.
Well,
The modern art people, they were like, I think drawing eyebrows or something.
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
doing
they were
Mona
like-
Lisa drawings, but like they're adding eyebrows and adding
and the
faces.
mustache, the Dali thing. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
What's it called? Dadaism.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. The modern
Something like
artists around World War One, they toyed around with Mona Lisa. Like they have different drawings of Mona Lisa with like different emotions and stuff, something like that. That's what blew up the Mona Lisa. It
Right.
wasn't before then. It was just a painting.
Just a painting.
Yeah. So
But there must have had some reason to do that.
probably the no eyebrows thing.
Oh, okay. No, but like it must have had some sort of fame to it. I guess because it's Da Vinci, so
It was
naturally
yeah.
it's
It
gonna
was
have
it was just another.
painting.
It was Da Vinci's work.
Right.
It's good work, but it didn't become the thing
This.
until the
Right.
World War One. Yeah. So I don't know what they're trying to do with the Mona Lisa.
I
It
think
looks
maybe
good.
like Black Beauty or something, because like Mona Lisa represents beauty, so then that's beauty because Mona Lisa's in the back,
Mm.
the black's in the front. Usually it's the blacks in the back, whites in the front.
I didn't
Like
think
in
about
terms of
that.
media, you know.
I mean, I've never seen the Mona Lisa on video or anything, so I was just glad to see it. Is that the original? I guess it is. It's all shelved and everything. It's in frame, high security.
Nah.
I think they were actually in the Louvre.
Yeah, Jay-Z says something about that.
Yeah, so that's a real thing. I've never seen them before, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's cool.
I
And out of focus too.
I don't know if the thinking behind it, but maybe like we're the shit, or like the biggest thing around. There's the Mona Lisa. Fuck with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of badass in a way.
I say a 7. Artistic
Yeah.
direction was fine.
Yeah.
I had no problems with the instrumentals. Yeah.
I like the album cover more than the album.
It's a cool album. The 2 kids in front of the painting, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying like the whole thing. I like it better than.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to move on to J Rock?
I give J Rock.
So yeah, 7, right? For
Yeah.
this, everything is left.
7. Yeah. I mean, we can compare, but we can do both Nasir and J Rock because they came out. Did they come out around the same
right?
time?
Yeah.
I mean, the bigger anticipation was Nas to see what he's gonna do. You know,
Yeah.
his last project was in 2012. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I wrote like a little short thing for Nas because I'll be honest with you, wasn't feeling it. Was not feeling it as much as I was feeling the J Rock. Oh shit, where is it?
Did they? I guess you didn't
there it
notice, but I feel like like Nas's vocals, it was like being highlighted way too much to the point where it hurts my ears. I don't know.
Didn't hurt mine.
Yeah, maybe it's my headphones, but like, I
Which
don't
ones
know,
were
the
you
way
using?
either these, these were popping like crazy.
Huh.
The S's,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
were
they
like
just need a DS.
distorted.
Oh, the S's were distorted?
I mean, here,
You sure you want my earwax?
that's fine. Yeah. But like, I just wanna. I don't know if it's their production, but because it doesn't happen much.
Oh, I see.
Usually, my headphones are fine.
Right.
I don't know why. Like,
Just play some cover show. Yeah.
like
Right.
it's all over the place, and Diddy was like, super distorted too.
Well, this is on purpose, I feel like.
Yeah, but like I think they overdid it. But it doesn't sound as bad as my other headphones for the Diddy part. Wait.
Oof.
Yeah, you see the S's?
Okay, yeah.
Is it my headphones?
I feel like, because this isn't, it's not how it
Because
sounds like.
usually like every other song is like
It sounds
usually
normal?
not this annoying.
I
S's.
see.
I don't know why for Nas on this project.
Mm.
I just can't handle his vocals.
I guess they didn't, when they were EQing or whatever, they didn't check if it sounds good on headphones or not.
But like other than that, it might just be me. I don't know, but
No,
like,
I feel it
this
too.
is the first time I had this kind of problem with these headphones.
Mm.
I listen to a lot of music on this. It's just weird. And I mean, regardless of that, I thought the writing was very basic. The
Yeah,
lyricism
pretty cheesy. Like the whole album overall, I feel like it's aight.
in the beginning, it was like Black Power, Black
Yeah.
awareness, Black beauty.
Woke.
The meaning behind it means well, but the execution,
It was like the freaking beat for the first one, not for radio.
yeah.
So damn cheesy. What the fuck? What is that? With the freaking operatic thing. It's just.
You like Cop Shot the Kid?
I do. I do.
like the
though.
loop?
That beat was. That loop, yeah. Like that vocal sample. It works. It works, man. God damn. It's good. It's an interesting beat. Like the fact that you'd be brave enough to just loop that shit throughout the whole song. Takes balls, man. Takes balls, honestly.
Another Kanye joint, man. It's another Kanye
But
joint.
I was surprised to see Kanye talk about police brutality as if that he cares about black people again.
He's always been. George
I
Bush
mean,
never
not
cared
right
about
now,
black
though,
people.
right? I mean, I know, yeah, of course, but then you
It's
look
coming
at him
out
now.
wrong. It's coming out wrong.
It's just, I don't know. I don't see him like after this whole thing that he's been on. I don't see him. I don't. like he's talking about this whole thing, the police brutality. I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, really? Like you really care, bro?
I feel like that for Nas, because he
Oh, yeah?
hasn't really brought this up much, as far as I know.
Mm.
Like, he was a street guy. Okay, sure, but like all this, social justice stuff, he doesn't. I don't think he brings it up often. Maybe it's my ignorance, but I just feels like it's the cool thing to do right now to talk about struggling
Yeah.
and pressure and stuff. So I feel like he's trying to get on that, hop on the
The cool
subject
thing
matter train.
is to be an activist, right? Everyone wants to be like the next Malcolm.
Everybody's
Luther.
talking about it, so he's just joining in the conversation.
Yep.
Which,
But not adding
no,
anything new
not really, no.
or anything
And
interesting. Or
his,
execution wise. Because, like, for example, Joey Badass talks about shit that's been talked about, like in his album, The America with the 3Ks. But his execution was so much better.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That's all you really
talk
need.
about numbers, go into some important issues, talk about
Or
real
just
people.
be creative. For fuck's sake, just be creative. Like
The flows in some of the writing was just brutal.
yeah.
Like, something died of a broken heart, like a heart surgeon died of a broken. He rhymed heart of heart like 4 times, like saying things like that. Very basic stuff. It's as if like someone like me just sat down and wrote something. And a lot of the bars weren't like well connected logically either. He hops back and forth between telling different stories.
Mm.
A lot of it was just very mediocre, if not bad.
It was.
Production-wise, nothing really stood out to me.
Production wise, what the,
I did tell you, like, when we were on the phone, like, it was...
Yeah, I
It
was
felt
finishing my
like
shift.
it was Magna Carta, like... I'm good. It felt really outdated production.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it should have been
I think
on the album from 2012 or something, yeah.
definitely. I think maybe Kanye did that on purpose because Nas is so old. So
Nas
he's
is like a classic dude, so you gotta
Mhm.
give him the classic beats. Maybe that's what Nas ordered. Like, give me the classic stuff. I want to do timeless stuff. Don't give me all the new experimental.
timeless.
Simple Things was alright. And The Dream,
I
like,
fucking hated that beat. Oh my god.
Simple Things?
Yeah. It was so annoying, that kick. What the hell? Mixed with that clap too? Like, ew. What are you doing? Stop.
I don't remember Adam and Eve. I thought that was okay.
I like the piano sample. It was nice.
Everything, it was like a love song between Kanye and The Dream. Weird. You're my everything. You're my everything. I'm
Oh,
your
yeah.
everything.
I don't like the Dreams vocals. That thing was black.
I didn't realize it was. Oh no, I did realize it was.
It was so annoying.
And they took, like you said, the credits. They took 070 Shake out of the credits in the
They took out what out of the credits?
070 Shake used to be on the song critic for for one of the tracks, not for radio, and they took her off. Her name is not there anymore.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't get that. If you have someone that's prominent enough that's featured, just keep their name on. A lot of songs they have like maybe it's just an artistic choice.
I feel
They have like huge artists, but they don't credit them.
How does Kanye West get away with just putting his name in for the credits?
What do you mean?
Looking at his album, like even like the T-Lop, he just put his name while there was like so many features on the album.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's like free for all, like you can do anything you want, or there's like predetermined rules about crediting people, or it's very flexible because it seems very flexible. You can just take people off the credits. I have no idea. I wonder sometimes. Maybe
Alright.
Mr. Fantano has the answer for us. J-Rock. You got a
J-Rock.
lot to say about J-Rock. J-Rock is, compared to the depressing Nas project, is great project. It was fun. It was hip.
It was a solid.
moving.
It was a solid project.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with like the bloodiest, which, by the way, what a fucking sick beat, and then his flow, like it sounds like he's just stumbling on the beat. You know, he's just like something about the devil had me, and then something about back burners, just the way like it was so cool. I love when rappers do that, like just fuck with the beat, like stop, not be on tempo, just purposely just fuck up, but simultaneously technically still be on the tempo. I mean, the whole line of like, I'd rather get robbed than get a job, like that's hilarious to me. For what it's worth, the second track, it's alright. It's a pretty chill track. But there's this one part in Jay's vocals, Jay Rock. His vocals where it got distorted. It was when the heavy sub bass reached for a higher note, and Jay was also elongating his words, like extending it, and so that created a distortion. And that distortion is present in a lot of mixes for the Good Music's recent albums that has been put out. So I wonder now, because I was really impressed with the first track because of just the overall track and also the mixing. It was really well mixed, and the whole album like really is pretty well mixed. The beats are punchy, the vocals are clear, and the kicks are punchy, but not annoyingly punchy like, let's say, Buckshots, where it tried too hard to be like in your face, right? The A$AP Rocky track, Buckshots. So I was wondering, maybe this is just a general thing that cannot be fixed in mixing, or maybe it could be, because I feel like maybe, I'm theorizing, maybe it's the compressor that's not doing a good job, or maybe, as I said, the mixing, maybe Jay Rock's vocals.
No one's thinking of you, dude.
Hey, you
J-Rock.
never know, man. I gotta...
Jay-Z.
There's been a lot of J's in this episode. So, yeah, maybe the vocals aren't EQ'd properly to fit with the high note sub bass, but I don't know how to fix that. But, yeah. And then Knock It Off, the third track. It was alright. It's a pretty catchy chorus. But other than that... Oh, yeah, I enjoyed the fading 808s in the chorus. That was kind of cute. ES Tales. This was the track I was talking to you about. That I said it's a badass beat, like old school badass beat, like distorted guitars and shit. It was cool. It sounded like Eminem could have easily been on that track. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it sounds very Eminem, like a Detroit project.
I feel like if you wanted to,
It reminds me of what's
Yeah.
that song that came out a couple years ago? Rick Rubin,
yeah, Berserk.
Berserk.
Yeah, if you wanted to make a comeback, he could have just
Hopped on
done
this
shit like this, yeah, instead of that disgusting album that he just put out. And then Rotation 112th, very nice, very nice. Then Tap Out, it's a cool song. You know, I don't mind Jeremiah's vocals, but where's IG?
Mm.
Because obviously that track needed IG. That was so like
one. Who's that?
YG. YG.
I thought you were
meant
saying
YG.
YG.
My bad.
I think a lot of this could have had YG because J Rock and YG, they're like the Mario Brothers to me.
Really?
Same accent, same like in your face kind of vibe. I think they could complement each other very well.
They could compliment each
YG's
other,
laid
yeah.
back, J Rock is like hyped up,
Yeah.
which I really appreciate. You need energy.
Sort of. It's a little drastic, but maybe like Pinky in the Brain.
Hmm.
What's that thing called? Pinky in the Brain? You know what I'm talking about? That mouse guy, the Pink in the Brain. The mouse man.
What?
And the brain. Pinky and the Brain, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that duo. But not that stereotypical, but you know.
Mhm. Also,
King's. Oh yeah, Awesome.
what do you think of J Cole's feature?
It's alright.
Yeah,
It's
that was
alright.
okay.
Oh yeah, is J Cole pro drugs now? Like what the hell was that line saying? These Zans will do.
Yeah, it threw me off. Like, you
It
take
did.
Xans, bro? I thought
Aren't
you
you
were
all
like
about?
chill.
yeah, I'm
I don't-
confused.
I-
Maybe it's
maybe
like
that
a
was just-
past. Maybe it's a
or
past self.
or it's the theme of the song, so I wrote something along those lines.
Which is weird. Why would he
It's
even
still weird
feature
for
on
Cole, yeah. Why are you talking
that?
about?
If he's like super
Yeah,
anti-drug.
because you were
You
shitting
put out a
on-
whole album.
You were shitting a little pump for a while.
Yeah.
And you talk about popping Zans. It's just very against your character. But then he and Lil Pump made up.
They're best friends now.
Yeah.
Yay. King's dead. I'm glad that was on.
Yeah.
Troopers. It's alright.
It kind of mellowed out on its way out
Yeah.
for me. None of the tracks really stood out, really.
Yeah, after King's Dead, these two tracks, and then Broke. After Troopers is Broke. It's a good warm up. It's a good lead up to the next track that follows after this, which is the Wow Freestyle featuring Kendrick,
It's cool.
which is a fun track to me. And then Redemption with SZA, I think. It was sweet. I like the vocoder sample thing. Sounds like really robotic, like some Daft Punk shit, the sample. I enjoyed that. I don't see a lot of people doing that. That's nice. But it sounds like, especially with the piano? Yeah. It sounded like a song you put at the end of a movie where everything's resolved. Like, like everyone's done fighting, the battle's won, and everyone's like making up and shit. Which is kind of cheesy, but whatever. And then Win, which was already released as a single.
Win.
It's a
It's a send-off song.
Yeah, exactly.
Credits rolling. Didn't offend me.
Yeah. Overall, the album was good. It was alright. Like, had some strong tracks. But I was really impressed with the mixing.
Good energy.
Occasional crackling, but still.
The writing wasn't anything impressive, but I didn't mind it. It didn't offend me. Because the way he pulled it off, the execution was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty great, actually. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
But, maybe it's just me being not as experienced in audio engineering, but I'm still trying to find the reason why that crackling happened, because to me the mixing sounded great overall. Then there's obviously an occasional thing, and I think it's something to do with the fact that the vocals, the elongated vocals mixed with the sub, which also could act as like the same sine wave, I guess. Maybe it's like phase distortion or some shit. I don't know. But if anyone out there knows what it's about, please leave it in the comments so we can see. Or maybe just share your theories. Again, we gotta push this shit, yo, like this podcast, because we got nobody watching. But it's
Maybe
our,
like 10, 20 people.
but it's our own fault, like all of
We're
us.
not really pushing it.
We're not pushing it, but I'm trying to. We all should try to though. Still,
Yeah, I'm thinking of just talking about the contest on the Facebook, on my Facebook.
on your Facebook, yeah,
Well,
on your
yeah.
Instagram. You're like huge on Instagram.
Not really. I follow a huge crowd of people on Instagram. I'll give you that.
Watch you, no?
Like a good 20, 30 people.
Yeah, that's good.
They watch my stories. Yeah.
As long as we still need to put it out there, like just as a, like it's just we have to. Like how else could we, get an easy audience with? We
So-
gotta tell people who know us that we have this thing. I'm sure it'll naturally grow like that.
Yeah. More on that later. So I'm gonna say feeling high sevens, maybe an 8.
I want to give it an 8. Yeah, about high 7 for sure.
Like I
7
think high
point something.
8 is like
6.
a little high. Like a
same
7.7 or something. It's good. Good.
Like the same line, like it's around the same as Pusha T's Daytona for me.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought Daytona was like.
maybe a little less. Okay,
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as
Pusha's 7.6.
I was gonna give it a 7.5, but I thought it was a little low.
Okay, how about Pusha T 7.7, 7.6. Pusha J Rock 7.5, 7.6.
I think
For me.
Daytona's like maybe album of the year. We'll see.
Fuck, really?
There's not that much good music coming out.
No, wait, no, but still, what the fuck?
Okay,
Album
fine,
of
rap
the
album
year,
of the
fam.
year, maybe. It's already June. We'll see.
I wasn't
It's
feeling it.
solid.
It's solid, sure,
But, like,
but album
it's-
of the
it's
year?
Pretty great. For me.
Alright, alright.
And be able to do that with 7 tracks, like you said before, like the 777 thing. So far, it's kind of been working.
Except for Nas's album.
Yeah, that was. I mean, no one expected too much from Nas.
Yeah.
I hope. We'll see what the reception from other people is, Mr. Fantano, etc.
Mm.
I don't know. I think he could take more time, consult himself, try to go back to his roots. Because
Yeah.
it just wasn't good.
Just do something with DJ, what's his name? No, Large
Premier?
Professor again.
Mm.
Just do that, man.
That
You
was
guys are a
it.
good combo, why break it?
50,000 on my head is disrespect. And compared to Kanye's production, the good music production, like OVO recently is putting out garbage, production wise. So
Mhm.
like low energy, like low effort.
When is, do you know when Drake's album's coming up?
Which
I
one?
heard it was Drake.
Oh, album mode. Good question. Didn't you
Scorpion.
say June?
Yeah, I heard it was June. That's what I was waiting for. Alright. I think we're done.
Yeah, it's kind of weird not having
Ross around?
for recording.
It is. We miss
Throwing me
Ross.
off a little bit.
Yeah,
It's just a habit.
pretty much.
Yeah, because we had him for every episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we gonna do that thing you were gonna do?
What thing?
Well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
You wanna send it off or something, or just wrap it up now?
Do you want to do something?
You can just
Okay.
play the keys. We don't have to do anything too much.
Where do you want
Where
to
you
go
want?
after this?
What do you want for lunch?
I'm not sure. What do you want for lunch?
I don't know.
Uh,
Maybe a shawarma, but not that place.
Is Sherway far?
It's not close. I don't think it's like time-wise. It's not very good for you. That's one thing about too. Oh, this reminds me of that Pharrell song. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. On the way. Did you hear Lemonade? The Pharrell album?
Yeah, I did. That was alright.
Yeah, in there was a song like "Don't do it, don't do it." Oh, he has a new song. Single of L, Camila Cabello. No thanks.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one.
I haven't, but I'm not expecting anything. Where's the lemon? It's not here. What the hell? It was not his.
Oh, it's Nerd.
Oh,
my
okay,
nerd.
okay. Yeah, we can just make something to play us out. Yeah. What Sense reminds me of a little bit.
A little bit, I can see
Da
that.
da 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 da. I see people outside. I'm getting kind of self-conscious. That's why I didn't
Fuck those
want to
guys.
rap or do anything.
Nah, man, we gotta do it for the culture. For the culture. What does that mean when you do it for the culture?
I don't really know what that means. Oh, that's very popular getaway. So I heard that on K-pop. Yeah. Same.
Yeah. And Pharrell used it for get out, live it.
You know how to get it. Not a motherfucking digit. I pull it over again. How much you ain't living? You don't stop. Maybe I'll go see a movie by myself. Maybe I'll go see that Ocean's 8. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's out. It's hot though. I might just want to go home. I guess let me know what happens. From your little
Okay.
meeting today.
Yep. Ugh, see, this is why I'm not a musician, because I'm always off beat.
I mean, you can be a little off. Like, what's it called? No ID? Was it No ID? Who is it?
J Dilla?
Yeah. What's Hereditary? It's got good reviews and stuff. Maybe
I'm not
I'll
sure
go
what
see-
it is.
Maybe I'll just go see Ocean's 8. I don't really wanna. It's just like mildly interesting to me.
Right.
Yeah, it's a very different vibe.
Yeah.
But so far, it sounds like a Pharrell track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I'll go see Ocean's 8. I want to go on Tuesday because it's cheaper, but can't really go out on Tuesdays. Doesn't actually work out, but I don't think I bought my stuff or anything.
Me neither, dude. I wanted to.
I went on Saturday. I kind of took it easy. I did think of doing some like BTS, like sometimes while we're recording podcasts or recording shows. But like it reminds me of that interview where that lady with the stupid cell phone case is like in everybody's face recording shit. That's just annoying.
It is.
So I don't know if I want a BTS. I guess you don't need a BTS for this. Because this is kind of like the whole podcast. The whole point of the podcast is just get deep and personal and candid. Sure, I'm a reverb. Have you ever tried to create a producer? What's that called? Tag?
No, I've never. Guess it makes sense to do one.
Is that a kick? It's a kick, right?
Probably. Yeah, I think so. I got like a sample pack of like a 909 beat machine thing.
I should write something. I want to say this is like a weekend song, but it's not. Real minor notes?
Yeah.
It's good, Bob. What BPM are you at right now?
171.
171. I think it'd be better if it's slower, right?
I like this.
Oh, you like the way it is?
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's slower. Okay, that's a good addition.
I didn't add anything. I accidentally took it out and then put it back in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If that happens to me too, it's totally normal. It's weird like that.
It's kind of like a little too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, put that way down. mean, technically, if you're gonna make a song, you just, take parts out in the beginning and add it all in, right?
Yeah, but you could
Yeah,
always.
it's
That's the basic
stupid.
shit. Yeah, like you can always get creative with it too, though. Still.
Whoa, what happened?
Choked it.
Ooh. It's almost too creepy now.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Just so you know, I'm writing some lines so I don't have to freestyle like an idiot. I don't know freestyle. Guess I should find a key. Because it's a lot different in your head. Sounds like some real conscious hip hop shit. Yeah, like
Go ahead.
just some generic weekend shit, I guess.
Sounds like
Creeping
The
on the
Weeknd.
low,
Oh, your lyrics are.
contemplating drastic actions never before. People outside the window, peering in, makes me self-conscious. Too many people conscious these days. I realize I sound like Anderson .Paak. Gotta be through the wagon hoppers like never before. It's never been so hot like this. Who would've thought like this? Shoot from the hip, follow through the weed, yeah. See, I need to work my shit out, like, actually, no, that's the writing process, right? Like, you write, and then you try to figure out the flow. I might not be doing it right, but yeah. Seek the real, how you feel, what's the deal these days? How you feel, is it real that we are here? Creeping on the low. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you know. Folks wearing white. Is it my time to go? Time to go? flow through, flow through, flow through. Let the imagination free fly. Look at the time right. Not taking too long. Being too hard to look strong. Is there anything else I should be doing right now? How you feel? How you feel right now? I need some backup singers. I'm imagining backup singers. Imagining I am Anderson, who's called something else president that rhymes. Oh, oh, oh. Tell me how you feel. Tell me, Jay, how you feel.
I feel fine.
Anything else to do? Alright.
Feel pretty satisfactory.
Satisfactory. What you got to see?
Thinking about what I need to eat for lunch.
What we gonna eat? Wanna eat pussy? Who you wanna eat?
Does this sound generic?
Pussy? I don't know. Not really. You put your spin on it. What's everything about pussy? Okay. Too fast. Too fast. I can't.
Second
sing
nigga
it.
dick, hey, second nigga dick, hey, 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 hey.
I don't think the Sims, the really creepy Sims work with the where you at now. What if we slow like? What if we slow like I don't know 80? You know, maybe not. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, it's best around 150, 170. You're right about that. Ooh. Jump through Chinatown.
Ching chong.
Go down. Jump through Chinatown. But it isn't gonna go down. Do you want sushi?
Do you want this
feeling
pussy?
You ain't got no pussy. But you're
Pussy.
a big pussy. That wasn't that big of a deal.
That's good, funny though, still.
Still. I said, Drake, are you out there? What are you doing when you're out there? Are you crying? Are you sensitive? What's it feel to be like this? Low with the everybody people and what you feeling in there? Rolling around the bleachers, what you feel sitting on the bleachers? Low point, low drawings, and we had a bad experience with drawings last week. It was kind of shitty, and they put a lot of shit in it, and then we got
Ripped off.
it was a
$10 for
kind of trash.
$20 for
experience.
2 pre-roll joints.
We don't know the market value of those.
That's true though.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
People outside the windows finally left. Good for me. Feeling self-conscious. I don't feel self-conscious anymore. What you got in store? What is soul? Mine is soul. This AC's got me hazy and hey. Play something now. Yeah. Ooh. 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 cautious. Too many people cautious. Lead through the wagon hoppers. Yeah. Flow through the nose. Let the air flow through the nose. You gotta sit down.
What do I call this?
You
Sit
gotta
down.
sit down.
Nice.
You gotta cool down.
Sit
He's a hothead boy. Need to chill. Need to feel it out.
I think we're done.
It's actually not as terrible as
I
like
know, yeah. I think
78 or 200
Mm-hmm.
because it's so sped up. It sounds like something Big
Some
Bertha
rock
would
shit.
do or something, or like what's that? Nice for what? Like that kind of thing. The
Oh,
sample?
New Orleans type shit?
Yeah, like super fast.
It wouldn't be that fast.
A lot of chanting. Beastie Boys. Here, take that. There, yeah. This is more like a fast thing. Running through the rain. It's like some Beastie Boy shit. Yeah, that's very Beastie Boys. Up on the block. Tell me you're not. Where is it? Huh? Where is it? Where is his hand? Why did Jacob talk about his hand? Huh? Where we going here? Where we going here? You gotta leave in like real soon.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's drop.
Alright. I
Let's
think we're
go
done, dude.
through. Beastie Boys in the house. All right.
Oh, the card's full.
I did 720p this time.
Mm.
Shouldn't be full. Oh, I didn't take. Should have formatted it. It lasted for a good hour-ish, hour 10 or something.
Mm. Alright, so should we stop this thing?
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Alright, see ya.